know, if you're 45 or 55 or 65, you ought to be able to. So that is so unfair to come and draft somebody or call somebody out at 18. And I said, why do you have a selective service? You know where they are anyway. You know, if you're 18, you don't register, you get a notice. Why don't you register? And he essentially said it was for discipline to make sure they knew what the law of the land was. And that is an attitude that is very pervasive. And those are the areas that I think have to be addressed as we eventually want to understand the true concept of liberty. But it is not too difficult, as I said, to move in the right direction. I see this as an opportunity. I see something happening in the country where more and more people are joining us and becoming aware. There were more people out there that had already understood, and more people joining. I just love the idea that the young people are very receptive. When they come to my office, they say, I'll ask them, why are you joining? And they say, because you emphasize the Constitution. Guess what? When the Chamber of Commerce types come to my office, they're usually asking for a handout and they never mention the Constitution. but young people are very, very aware of that, and this is good. This is very good. So it's a popular message, and we do know that it works, and that we're at a stage in our history where there's a tremendous amount of opportunity. And we have to take this into consideration, because we don't know what tomorrow will bring. We don't know what it will be like in a year or 2 or 3. I don't know what will happen in the campaign. I don't make predictions. All I know is things are working out a lot better than I ever dreamed they'd work out. So. Stay around and move it in a better direction, or we're going to wait for a greater crisis. I don't know that, but I do know one thing, that we need to be prepared, that we need to make the effort and understand the issues. The country, I believe, is going to get poorer. Poorer because we've lived way beyond our means. The monetary system has allowed us a privilege of borrowing from overseas, and that will come to an end. But you know, being poor in this country will not be a problem. If there's one condition left, and that is the condition of our freedom. If we have our freedoms, and if we're here minding our own business and minding our store to protect your liberties, to make sure that our government is not protecting secrecy in Washington, but protecting your privacy here at home, and we emphasize the marketplace, and we understand and dedicate ourselves to the defense of rule of law and defense of our Constitution, believe me, we will become wealthy very quickly again. We will have nothing to worry about. So I am delighted to be part of this revolution, and thank you very much for coming today.